Now enjoy this fun photo collage of some of your favorite stars, politicians who speak about the need to reduce our carbon footprint, but who are always on private planes. That's right, all of them. If you don't see a celebrity's picture here, it's because we weren't allowed to use it. Or their series got canceled.
Bill Maher just ripped the mask off Hollywood's biggest hypocrites, and it was pure comedy gold. I've said it 100 times before. Trust these woke celebrities at your own risk. Their double standards are so absurd they'd make the devil blush. From George Clooney's performative politics to Bernie Sanders' millionaire morals, Maher scorched them all without holding back. And honestly, it was about time. Let's dive into the wreckage.
Good people. It's just not in us, including me. And I'm tired of living well, not a lie, but it's also something I never mention, but it's a new year, and I'd like to come clean. My name is Bill. And I fly private. And so does every other person who calls themselves an environmentalist who can.
Maher kicked things off by admitting he's all for saving the planet, yet he still flies private. That's the kind of green hypocrisy we're dealing with. It perfectly captures Hollywood's self-righteous elite. They preach about carbon footprints while logging more air miles than a presidential campaign. They've mastered the slogans, memorized the buzzwords, and cite climate studies like rehearsed lines. But when it comes to actual change, they go silent. It's performative activism at its peak, virtue signaling for applause, not impact. And for once, Maher called them out exactly as they deserved.
This fun photo collage of some of your favorite stars, politicians who speak about the need to reduce our carbon footprint, but who are always on private planes. That's right, all of them. If you don't see a celebrity's picture here, it's because we weren't allowed to use it. Or their series got canceled.
That's exactly why I can't take these people seriously beyond the roles they play on screen. Most of them cash massive checks to front these so-called Save the Planet campaigns. It's branding, not belief. And even the ones who pretend to do it for free? Please. It's all image management, an attempt to look noble and selfless while living lives dripping with excess. This isn't about saving the planet. It's about saving their reputation. The private jets, the mansions, the fleets of luxury cars, all neatly justified under the banner of raising awareness. And then there's Bernie Sanders, the self-proclaimed man of the people, looking right at home among Hollywood's champagne socialists.
Environmentalists of Hollywood and Washington do it. Their position on climate change is, we must do more to stop pouring carbon into the air, except for me when I want to go somewhere and then
Ironically, most of the celebrities Maher roasted are the same ones who proudly pledged their loyalty to Kamala Harris and rushed to endorse her campaign. They're diehard Democrats, and topping their policy checklist, at least in public, is saving the environment. For over 2 decades, we've heard them shout it from award stages, red carpets, and social media platforms, lecturing everyone else on how to live greener lives. Yet after all that noise, what's changed? Nothing meaningful. The climate hasn't improved, emissions haven't dropped, and their personal carbon footprints are bigger than ever. Why? Because it's all performance. Empty speeches and PR stunts wrapped in virtue. They crave applause, not accountability. They preach sustainability while cruising home in gas-guzzling luxury, proving once again that for Hollywood, activism is just another role to play.
There is one thing in this world that is completely impossible to resist, and this is it. It's like heroin. If you do it once, you'll never stop. There are 2 kinds of people in the world, those who fly private and those who would if they could.
Bill Maher's just being honest, and honestly, I agree with him. If I had the chance to fly private, I absolutely would. Who wouldn't? It's faster, easier, and spares you the nightmare of commercial travel, endless security lines, delayed boarding, cramped seats, and those soggy meals that taste like regret. Flying commercial these days feels like an endurance test, not a privilege. Flying private, though, that's comfort, peace, and freedom all rolled into one. You set your own schedule, stretch your legs, and actually enjoy the journey instead of just surviving it. So yes, I get it. Maher's point isn't that flying private is some great evil. It's that pretending to be morally superior while doing it is where the real hypocrisy lies.
Third category, those who could but do not, does not exist. Except for Ed Begley and Greta Thunberg. And that's why you never see a picture of her smiling. Ed and Greta, that's who walks the walk. Everyone else is full of and I'm...
Now, I've got my fair share of reservations about Greta Thunberg. Honestly, she often comes off as more performative than passionate. There's something about her activism that feels rehearsed. But credit where it's due. On this issue, I actually agree with Maher. Unlike Hollywood's loudest climate crusaders who preach sustainability while jetting around the globe on private planes, Greta at least practices what she preaches. She literally walks the talk. Whether it's taking trains or sailing across the Atlantic to avoid flying, she's consistent with her message, something most eco-conscious celebrities can't claim. She could easily choose comfort and convenience, yet she deliberately takes the harder path. So love her or hate her, you've got to respect the fact that Greta lives by the same environmental standards she demands from others.